Here I am with my parents, Michael and Leanna. Say hello to the camera.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
And we're going to be asking them numerous questions about their marriage. First question. How did you guys meet?
Yeah.
My sister is married to his best friend. So that's how we met. So now two best friends married sisters. We met 30 years ago? 34 years ago?
We knew each other.
Yeah, we knew each other.
We had
When did you guys first start going out? Or being exclusive?
Oh, that's a better way to phrase it. 1994?
no, exclusive would be
Oh, exclusive 95.
January '95.
Yes, January 95.
So you guys were mingling a little bit in the 94.
Yes.
Yes, we were definitely mingling a bit in '94.
Yes, we were.
We saw each other, then we didn't see each other for a number of months, and then in October of 1994, I went to a St. John's football game.
St. John's football no longer in existence.
Yes, the program no longer in existence. We should pray for that program. And I pulled into the stadium. There's maybe 1,500, 2,000 people there. And I sat down just like this on the stands that we help raise money to put seats in. So I sat down and I looked ahead of me and said hello to people. I looked to my left and said hello to people. I looked to my right, behind me. I never looked at the person next to me. So after about 10 minutes,
I finally pushed him and said, "What about me? What am I, wood?" He didn't even see me. And we started talking
we had dated
before.
months earlier
And then we
for
went
1
to
month.
and then we went to after the football won, we went to a tailgate. Then we all went out to dinner.
Actually, there was 6 couples, 5 married couples, your mother and I.
Right.
And we still had attachments with other people.
How old were you guys at this time?
I was 33. Your mother was 28. And then we communicated a little bit and straightened out each of our respective lives with other people. And then we started to date again months later in January '95.
As you mentioned earlier, you guys said you had previous attachments, which brings us to our next question, which is, were you previously married prior to each other?
Yes, we were for a short amount of time.
Both of you guys were?
Yes.
Separate people?
Yes. Separate
No, we
people.
weren't married to the same person.
Obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how come that ended?
That ended.
We've had this discussion with you and your brothers before. No need to go over that. Next question.
As you requested, next question. How long did you guys go out prior to getting married?
2 years? 2.5 years? Yeah.
2.25 years.
2.25 years. Yes.
January '95 to March of '97.
Right. And we got married March 29th, 1997.
Which will lead us to our next question, be getting married. How did you engage to your wife, Mr. Michael McGelly? Please tell us the story.
I will tell you that story. We were in his office, and I came into the office. He closed the door. I don't even remember what he said to me, because it really, there was no thought put into it. We had discussed it a few times. I had asked him for his mother's engagement ring, because his mother was deceased, and he said yes. So when I think you got on your knee. You got on your knee. He handed me a plastic bag of rings. So I looked at it, I opened the bag, and the ring wasn't even in there. And I said, these are your mother's rings, but where's the engagement ring? So to make a long story short, he went home. I sent him home to his house. He comes back with the engagement ring, but there was no center stone. It was empty, because his father used it for his new wife. And he gives me the ring with no stone. His secretary then at this point, everybody in the office knew what he was doing. It was very comical. She took the ring and she grabbed tin foil and she put it in the ring, and then she gave him the ring with the tin foil in it and said, now give it to her. So then he comes to me and he gives it to me, but in no box. There was no box. So not only was there no box, there was no ring. So it's a very memorable proposal,
You have
to
any?
say
Do
the least.
you have any comments about that, Mr. Mangelli?
Yes, I do. You see, originally, the marriage date was going to be many months later, at which time I would have had adequate time to prepare, research, get a good ring,
No way.
purchase a diamond,
You were never getting a ring.
or use my mother's ring, learn it. I would have learned that there was no stone in it. I would have had time to get a proper stone in the ring,
No.
and find a box,
No.
and get on my knee.
How
No.
come?
But
How come everything was?
but fortunately for us, God saw fit to give us a gift, and that gift accelerated all of my thought, all of the planning, as we learned that we had our first future Firebird already present with us,
As in my older brother Michael.
as in
Yes.
your older brother Michael, who not only is the firstborn, but in many ways attended his parents' wedding.
Okay, day 2 of the marriage interview with my beautiful mother and my not so beautiful father.
They go 4 points for that, please, teacher.
Okay, next question. This is a pretty important question. Describe your wedding day. Where was it?
Metropolitan.
In Glen Cove. First, I came here. We went for pizza because we had bought our house already. We went for pizza. We changed. You were wearing a tie, and then you ended up buying a vest and a bow tie.
I did.
Then I left.
What time was this?
It was like 1 o'clock. Left, went back to my house, got my hair and makeup done, started pouring. Then I met you there
At the
at
Metropolitan.
the Metropolitan, and everybody came. We had a ceremony at right before the cocktail hour. Ceremony, cocktail hour, and then reception. We had 11-piece band. They were awesome. 727. It was a great band. Everybody danced. We had a fabulous time. It was so much fun. About 182 people.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's a
we
great
had
time.
so many people. It was
And-
great.
Any specific memory that you, anything funny happened at the wedding?
Oh, yes.
What?
We talked about our second wedding song yesterday.
No. Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
What are your wedding songs?
Go ahead. What's our first wedding song, honey?
That Celine Dion song.
Oh, there you go. Celine Dion. Because You Love Me.
Because you love me.
Right.
What's the second wedding song?
By
So-
Paul Anka.
She's having my
No.
baby.
It's a great song. A great song.
Everyone enjoyed that song as a second wedding song.
What was the date of the wedding?
March
29th,
29th, 1997.
Wow, right on cue there, Dad. That's good.
The band, some of my friends got up on stage with the band. That was fun. Great party.
Yeah, it was fun.
For all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all that I found in you, I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one who held me up, never let
Next question. How does having 4 handsome boys, affect your marriage?
Well, to begin with, on your mother's first day with me, as we drove up to Vermont, when my friend, her brother-in-law, asked me to give this woman a ride up to the ski country so she could stay with us, the first thing your mother said the very first time we were out together, I think I'd like to have 4 boys later on in my life. Or 4 children at least, she
No,
said.
I said 4 boys and 2 dogs.
And I said thought to myself, this woman was crazy, and I would never see her again after this weekend. So what did Mom get? 4 boys
And 2 dogs.
and 2 dogs.
Follow-up question: does having 4 boys make your life harder or easier?
Those are poor adjectives to use.
Yeah.
It makes our life more fulfilling, more challenging, far richer
More
than
fun.
than if we just had 2 boys.
Right.
If I had my way early on, we'd have had only you and your brother Michael. But we did far better with Matthew and Maximus.
Next question. It's a hard one. What do you love about each other?
Good.
I always loved your father's smile.
I can love that.
His personality always makes me laugh.
Latte.
It's okay. I don't know. There's lots of things. It takes a long time to describe this man.
Wow.
He's a great father. He's a great husband. He's a great friend. He's a good person. Your turn.
I'm trying to think. No, I'm kidding you. I love your mother's demeanor. I love her affection. I love she's a great mother. She's a great spouse. We're taking all these trips to see your brother play lacrosse up at college at Salve, where you'll be going and playing. And when we spend hours and hours in the car together, and hours on the weekend without you guys, we always discuss how we get along and we enjoy each other's company. Your mother pushes me to be a better man, a better father, to work harder, simply to pay all the bills she brings up.
Next question.
Last question. If you could go back in time, would you change anything about your marriage?
Would I change anything about our marriage?
Mhm.
No, nothing.
I would.
What would you change?
I would have redone the engagement
Oh,
with a box and a ring so that I probably would have saved that story in the last 20 years. I must have heard that story
you could always do it again.
200 times.
You could always do it again.
Other than that, I wouldn't change anything.
True. Ditto. But you could always do the ring again.
Having my baby, what a lovely way of saying how much you love me. Having my baby, what a lovely way of saying what you're thinking of me. I can see it, your face is glowing.